Hello, all. My name is Liset Reid, and this is my podcast. And my topic is the modification of drug testing and how it makes the criminal justice system more effective. Technology tends to play a critical and a vital role throughout the criminal justice system, especially as technological trends are ever changing and evolving. This podcast will basically highlight and indicate the modification of drug testing and the different forms, including urine testing, also known as urinalysis, and the testing of hair strands and follicles. This is also known as hair analysis and sweat patches. In addition, this podcast will also highlight how drug testing has helped to lower recidivism rates throughout the criminal justice system. A prime example of how drug testing began was during the mid to 1960s under the California Civil Addict Program. And this program was basically designed to really identify and hone in on heroin addicts. And the results from this program were pretty beneficial and pretty outstanding. The results concluded that drug testing and treatment can help to reduce criminal behavior and criminal activities throughout the justice system. So this was definitely something that criminal justice officials and government officials really wanted to explore to help to reduce criminal activities throughout the criminal justice system. During the late 1970s and early to the mid 1980s, drug testing was also a way for criminal justice workers, especially in the Department of Probation, to really manage and to supervise. During this critical time period, which was the war on drugs, government officials really began to crack down on laws. They really began to enforce strict rules and regulations during this time so that probation officers can adhere to. At that time, the current rules and regulations was considered to be really lenient and permissive. So they wanted to let everyone know that they were really serious about drug abuse and these drug laws. Drug testing enabled probation officers actually to establish their own on-site testing. This proved also to be very efficient and effective because it was a lot easier for probation officers to keep track of progress of their parolees and things of that sort. In addition, during the 1980s, there was a more advanced drug testing that was established and developed, which was known as immunity testing. And this screening was basically developed to identify a biological sample, whether it was positive or negative. Since the development of that screening, once again, it proved to make drug testing a lot less complicated, more efficient, more effective, and just quicker and just a lot easier. One of the most popular forms of drug testing is urine testing, also known as urinalysis. And this is actually the most logical, practical, and even most cost-effective form of drug testing. So criminal justice officials tend to favor urine testing as it just seems to be more aligned with their needs. Urinalysis has a time window of detecting drug use from anywhere from 1 to 3 days. A urine sample may be tested for one drug use for an average cost of $1. So this is highly favorable when compared to other forms of drug testing. The next form of drug testing is known as the sweat patch. And the sweat patch may be described as a patch that is basically placed on your upper arm of a person's body, and it will remain there from anywhere between 1 to 14 days. The patch can be more beneficial opposed to urinalysis, which may vary based on the type of drug. This patch may detect drug use immediately while it is worn compared to urine testing. The sweat patch, when coupled with urine testing, is extremely effective and efficient in order to track drug use. Now, the third form of drug testing is also known as hair analysis. And hair analysis is also known as more of a recent, more advanced form of testing opposed to urinalysis. So hair analysis and sweat patches, they're more recent methods of drug testing. Hair analysis is actually has the largest time frame or time window in order to track drug use. It ranges from anywhere between 7 to 100 days. Drugs tend to be more absorbed in the hair follicles and the hair strands, and drug history tends to unfold as each hair strand tends to grow. According to studies, hair analysis is an effective method to detect drugs within 1 week. A person can identify drug use just depending on the length of an individual's hair, and 1 inch of hair can be linked to a 2-month period of drug use. So although this is an effective form of drug testing, it's really expensive when compared to other forms of drug testing. So it's not commonly used throughout the criminal justice system because it can only be detected in laboratories, and it's really expensive. So less expensive drug testing, such as urine analysis or urine testing, proves to be 98.5% accurate in the criminal justice system. And, you may receive results in in a pretty quick time frame. This also indicates the effectiveness and efficiency throughout the criminal justice system when compared to the initial inception and the initial implementation of drug testing. When it was first developed, they had to receive their results in laboratories, and they had to wait approximately 2 weeks or even 14 days just to receive results. Now they can get results a lot quicker and faster. Furthermore, drug testing is a critical technological tool and proves to be beneficial throughout the criminal justice system. Criminal justice officials, they link arrestees whom engage in drug abuse to the appropriate drug facility, including inpatient and outpatient services, as this also has helped to reduce recidivism rates throughout the criminal justice systems. Studies conducted in prison-based therapeutic communities have indicated that prisoners that receive drug testing and treatment have a 20% to 50% decreased rate of new arrests when compared to prisoners who did not receive any type of drug testing or treatment. Additionally, other studies signify that offenders who are on parole due to substance abuse are more likely to function better in society, and recidivism rates are a lot lower. So basically, this podcast highlights the dire need of drug testing as a form of technology in the criminal justice system. As drug testing evolved and changed over the years, it has proven to be effective and efficient and beneficial. And also, it has proven to be beneficial to criminal justice officials and government officials. Various forms of drug testing, once again, is known as urinalysis, hair analysis, and sweat patches. And there are also other critical forms of drug testing, but these are the 3 that I decided to touch base on and really, bring to light. Once again, drug testing has made the drug testing process a lot more easier for criminal justice officials, a lot more smoother, less complicated, and just overall just more effective and efficient. Moreover, drug testing along with drug treatment in the criminal justice system has helped to lower recidivism rates in the criminal justice system. So this indicates that drug testing is a multifaceted and 2-pronged approach throughout the criminal justice system. One may presume that effective drug testing can lead to an overall improved society and a safer society at that, as criminal behavior and activities are a lot less. So this is my podcast, and thank you so much for taking the time out to view me and to listen to what I had to say about the various forms of drug testing. Thank you.